Welcome to the Verizon One Talk Portal 101. Today we'll be going over a general overview of the portal. So to get here, you of course need to know your Verizon My Business logins. So once you log in, you'll come to Manage, Product Portals, and then One Talk. That'll take you to this section. You can also scroll to the bottom and there'll be a One Talk section there that you can click as well. But there's multiple ways to get to the portal here. At the top here, this little banner, you can choose your group. You can kind of ignore the names here, but generally we would create different groups for maybe different locations or departments and kind of organize the users that way. Once you're in a particular location or a particular group, you have kind of three options here, these three boxes. The first section are auto receptionists. I'll go into more detail in the specific auto receptionist video, but essentially these are recordings that you can use during hours, after hours, and holidays. You can use them during hours only, after hours only, so we can split it up and utilize them wherever we need them. You can of course have multiple layers as well, so you can have an auto receptionist within an auto receptionist. Maybe if you had, press 1 for sales, and then it goes, for new car sales, press 1, for used, press 2. You would utilize a secondary auto receptionist in that scenario. But your recordings just need to be in a WAV format. They can be uploaded through here. And you have options 1 through 9, 0 and star. You can do things like dial by extension, dial by name. Again, you can have another auto receptionist, or if you needed to ring a group of people, maybe a dial by department option, then you would utilize a hunt group in that scenario. So we have one hunt group here to show you. These are free on the Verizon side. So generally your main number will be ported in as a hunt group. But this is kind of the brains of the operation, I like to say. So it tells us which users to ring in this particular group. So whether that be simultaneous, one person at a time in a row, starting with the last person, one person at a time in a row, starting with the first person in the list every time, or even ringing the person that's been idle the longest first. If it was maybe of a sales or customer service type scenario, you can evenly distribute those calls to the folks down here in the group. You can easily add and remove people down here. You can change their position in the hunt group. Call waiting, of course. You can choose the amount of rings. And then we can control where that call goes if no one answers. So whether that be just straight to a user's voicemail box, or even to an auto receptionist as a fallout, or even a secondary hunt group. So say we want to ring the front desk people 3 times. If they don't answer, we want it to ring everyone in the office, then we would have a secondary hunt group with everyone in the office there. There's also hunt group texting. Not used all the time, but it is an option. Essentially within that hunt group, you can also have people added to the hunt group. In case this hunt group is texted, it will go to all those people in the hunt group, and they can respond accordingly. So again, like I mentioned earlier, hunt groups are generally going to be your main number. You can't text outbound from the hunt group, but you can essentially respond to incoming text messages. So it's like a ticketing system. And we can go into more detail in the hunt group section. Managing individual users would be under Manage Lines and Devices. On the left-hand side here, you can see everyone's direct dial number within that group. You see lines would be the direct dials. Devices would be how many devices you have associated with those direct dials. So when people start downloading applications, you may see, more devices than lines. That's totally fine. You can easily change extensions and usernames, email addresses through here. Keep in mind this is where the PIN code to activate the app will be sent. You can see Jacob here has a desk phone. This is where you can see how many apps Jacob would have associated with his line. You can have up to 5 applications per user, per line, per DID. So whether that be on a cell phone or a tablet or a computer, you can have it on multiple endpoints there. You can expand this. If you were to have apps, you could see the apps, you can delete them, you can remove all permissions. If someone leaves the company, you can take those permissions away to keep your numbers secure. This is where we enable the directories, monitoring keys that you can push down to the desk phones so you can see who's on a call before you maybe transfer to them. And then this is individual user features. A lot of these can be enabled on the desk phone themselves or the applications themselves, like call forwarding, call waiting. You can enable voicemail to email here, as well as spam filters on the direct dial level. There are some high-level analytics and reporting. By no means a call center solution, but you can see, calls in, who took them, how long they lasted, and whatnot through reporting and analytics. And then the remainder of the account level features would be under Manage Features. This is where you can, edit your directories. You can manage your schedules, your music on hold. Really any other feature account level wise would be through here.